Yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys is doing absolutely great. Today, I want to share with you how to make this.
Customize and business logo.
Before jumping into this, let's check the intro.
Diko graphic skills with creativity.
Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when we post new videos.
So without wasting much of our time, guys, let's dive into today's tutorial. Yeah, good day, guys. Welcome back to Diko graphic design training. Hope you guys is doing absolutely great. And happy Sunday to you all. Today, I want to shed more light on 3D logo design, how you can actually run it step by steps. So without wasting much of our time, as I saw, let's start. The first thing to do, this is another dimension. We'll turn our radius after selecting the shape. We turn our radius to be 100, then our opacity to be 0. Then your stroke, you have to make it to be like this. Just let it be something tiny. Let's say 35 is okay. So after gotten this, let's go back to it. We can increase a little bit. We will readjust later. Then use your relative position to position it to the center. So after that, we need to still increase it more because of what we want to put at the center. So after selecting it that we will go back to select another shape, follow the same process, but this time around we'll make this one more thicker a little bit. 60 is absolutely okay. So we are going to position that here, or let's make it to be 51. So let's make it closer a bit. So we now position it to the center. So let's look at it whether the space is okay, but we need to space it very well. But you have to go back before spacing, otherwise it will affect the whole quality. So now that we've done that, we've done part out of this, we have to lock the two. So unlocking the two, then we go back to the shape. We select app shape at this time around. Then we have to rotate it to be like this. You go back there, reduce before you rotate. So you must have measured it properly before you do that. So then we can now rotate it. On rotating, then we are going to reposition it very well. So unlike this one, so we are going to reposition very well. So which shows it is the half. You can increase the length a bit, then reposition very well. So now we have this, as you can see. After that, the next thing that we're going to do is to go to look for arrow. So I'm looking for a particular arrow here what have we used. So let's take it, for instance, I want to use this. So I have to paint the mouth exactly like this. After painting the mouth, I will go to the mask. Then I will use the mask to cut out one part from it. Sorry, just cut out this part. So after cutting out the part, then the rest are so simple. We just reduce the size. Then we have to cut it in such a way that it will work like this. So let me cut it like this so that I can actually work for what I want to use it for. So let this one go up a bit and let this one come down. So I think it's okay like this. So on getting here, then the next thing we are going to do, which you can see, we are going to select another circle. Then we are going to merge that together with this. So you bring it down, which you can see that will look like a motor. I believe we are getting the picture now. So you look at the picture, see it look like a motor. So we have to reduce this a bit so that it will actually cool. which you can see. So to look like a motor, we can reduce this a bit. If we actually want, then we'll position it well. So now you can see it look like a motor. So we have to position that one here. Now bring this one down a bit. If possible, go to rotation, and we have to rotate once so that it will be minus 28. So let it be minus 28, it will work. Then move this one to one side, which you can see that everything is actually cool. So now what we're going to do next, we are going to merge the two together first. That is what we're going to do first. So after merging it, because I want to increase, so that I will be able to increase and cut out some parts. So on doing it that way, then the next thing I'm going to do, I have to rotate again to, I've merged it. Rotate just one, just minus one is okay, good. So on rotating it, or I can adjust it manually here, you have to let the mouth about to close. Very good. So on doing that, tap here, then you go to the color area, then apply the same color, applying the same color as that. Then you go to the stroke. So give out a stroke, something like this. Very okay. That can cut out the whole part. So 8 is okay. Then we are going to merge this. So we are going to merge. What I'm going to do next, I'm looking at what we can do. So what we're going to do, we have to give a color to this, and the color we're going to give is white. But the question is, how are we going to cut out? So it means even this one will carry out white as well. We are going to give it a white color, or green color. Let's give it a green color. So it's going to carry a green color. Why the stroke will be changed now? Because if we turn it on, it will automatically cancel the whole thing. So let's change the stroke to black. Then that one can give us an avenue. So we'll now merge the two together. So let's merge the two together. So after merging it, we now go to erase color. Erase color. So this time around, you see what has disappeared. We use our color picker to pick the black color beside it, which you can see. We'll pick the black color beside it. So you can see the black color has automatically do the work for us. So now the one at the middle, we have to lock this. So the one at the middle, which happen to be the pot, will be giving another color. Then the one outside will be giving another green color, which you can see. And are we not making sense? So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to bring a leaf, color it with white, that will go to show the sample of what the pot contains, which you can see. So we reduce the size exactly like this. Then we can go here and change the pattern exactly like this. So reduce the size. Then we are going to position that. We are going to position it and bend it exactly like this and position it well. Then you can see what I came up with. So right now, the next thing that we're going to do, I'm thinking of reducing this a bit. So I'm thinking of reducing the stroke to, let's say, 30. Then I will reduce it. Outside this. You can see, then position. Then let's look at it, how it fits. So I believe, let me increase a bit, then reposition to the center. So this is absolutely okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just merge everything together. Then I will reduce the size and position it here. Then you can see. Now the next thing is write up. So I will go to my write up. We have a nice fit. You can see fit naturals, fit not national, naturals, fit naturals. So you can see. So the font I want to use is called Lobster. Lobster font. That's the font I want to use. Lobster. Sorry, I'm supposed to lock this immediately so that my hand will not be touching. So I'm using a Lobster font, as you can see. So I will position the Lobster font here. Then after that, the next thing I'm going to do, I want to increase this a little bit. It's too tiny for my liking. So I will increase it, then reposition and use my relative position to position it well. So now I can move this one up a bit, as you can see. So I will increase the size a bit, have it position back, and it actually plumb. Position it and move it up a bit. So now the main write-up that remain, what remain now is what it does. So we have solving general, earth issues, which you can see with natural, you can see with natural apps, then we put we have a start that we need to put there. So we are going to give a space, and we have fruits. We give a space, another space. Then we have seeds, because we can select that here. Is a template inside the Pixellab. Seeds and more. Then we'll put more. Good. So now the space here, we need to put space. We need to put space. After we finish, we have to do that. So what we're going to do next is to give a font size for this one. So which I'm going to use outfit bold. Then after selecting the outfit bold, I have to increase this a bit again. I was thinking it's very small. So it's actually okay. Then let this one come down a bit. Let it come down. Then this one needs to be reduced. We reduce it very well. Then increase. It should not just be more than 2 lines, and it will be within this. So it's okay like this. Then guess is okay. Let's go with then we go to align to the center, which you can see. So it has to be positioned like this. So we can now place what we want to place inside. So like for instance, under the apps, we have to space. Here too, we need to space. Come back here, space. Come back here, space. Come back here, space. So here we can delete. Come back here, space. So now I believe we can add anything we want to add there. So let's take it for instance, we'll go to the shape. Then among this shape, that is where we can see this star we are talking about that we will need to position inside. You see what I did? So we need to reduce that star, and that you see why I was creating more space in between it so that it can accommodate it. We need to reduce it so it can accommodate it. Now, very good. Then we copy, bring it fast, movement arrow to bring it around there. So now as you can see, we are making sense and we are making progress. So the next thing we are going to do after this, we don't need to adjust anything here, but we can just added more point to this so that it will exceed a little bit. So we can position this here, then we use our line to see whether we actually make a justification there, and it's absolutely okay. So now what we're going to do, we go to our where we have our icon. So we'll bring all the icon one after the other. So let's take it for instance, we have this, and I want to bring this one out. I want to bring it out. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to remove the white because of the way I want to do it. I'm removing the white and increase. So this will be here, as you can see, or let it be here. But let me reduce the size a bit. It has to be here. Then I will go there, go bring another one. Sorry. Let me go and bring the second one, which is the call icon. The call icon is here. So, sorry. So the call icon will be drop here as well. So we drop the call icon here. We can use the relative position to position it to the center, as you can see. So after position, we lock. Then we reduce the second one. It shouldn't be too much. So we reduce the second one, position it in exact spot. So let's reduce this one as well. Reduce it. Turn on your grid to set. So it's actually okay. Once we lock the two, the next thing to do is to just copy this, and we are going to put the phone number, and we put the Instagram icon. So we have 07034561132. So it's okay. So we click OK. Sorry, we had a plus 234 plus 234703456. So it's okay like this. Then we can increase the size if we want. Then space it a bit. And position it to the center. Now give a breathing space a little bit. Now we can copy the same thing and put at, you can see at fit natural, at fit, that is at fit, say at fit natural, at fit underscore naturals. So this will be here. So the social media icon has to be adjusted a bit. So let it go up a bit, not much, but then this one will go and meet it, and we are going to use a relative size to position it well. So now what remains, we are going to give a color to this one after the other. Only one that will have different color is those stars. So those stars, we have a different color that will be green. So we want to apply a green, so you go there and select them and apply a green. Now it's plum. and everything is actually cool. So now the next thing we are heading to Mockup. So that is the next thing we are going to do. Well, I want to adjust this. Sorry, so I'm coming here, adjusting this for. Just tap here and click the movement so that you can move everything at once. So on doing that, we are going to repeat the same process here by solving. So we are moving it together as well. You can see. So it's good. Why the natural alone can still be moved separately. So we are coming here and moving it just small. You can see. So the next thing we are going to do, I'm thinking of giving a space in between this. So this particular one should be spaced a bit. So you see, so there should be a space, little space in between to make it more okay. So like 5 is okay. So the 2 star should be marked, and we are moving it at once. So we'll move it at once, reduce and move it. Let it go to the left, right. So after that, the main topic, move it a bit. Then the whole logo, let it calm down. Now that we've done with everything, we can now recheck and see whether everything is actually aligned. When we can see everything is aligned, so save with transparent background. Save with transparent background, and everything is actually plumb. So now let's go and open our Pixellab. Our Photopea to present the logo on the mockup. So after open your Photopea on your Chrome browser, I will advise you to use a Chrome browser. The first thing you need to know is you must have a mockup called a PSD file on your Android smartphone. You can save it to your Android storage, but if you save it, make sure you extract it if it needs to be extracted. After you extract it, the way we extract our font, make sure you note where you save it. Or better still, you can save it or move it to your drive, Google Drive. My own, I always save it on my Google Drive. Not because of anything, but not to occupy much space. Now, let me show you step by step so how you can mock up, present your logo on a mock-up, and how you can edit it successfully. Tap on Open from Computer. Click on the file. Locate where your mockup is. You can see my own, their premium mockup. I will tap on it. This is a wood mockup. It takes a longer time to load because of what is embedded inside the file. So you need to take, but everything cannot even take you 7 or 8 minutes for this wood mockup. You need to take a little time. Then within few minutes or seconds, the thing will done loading. And once it appear, you see the preview, we can continue with the editing. So we are waiting. Don't forget the first steps. Make sure you get the right mockup that work on your phone. You see my own as pop-up. Look at how it is. I'm going to play and blend everything to make it work and look professional. Tap on my icon here and double tap here. Hide the logo that was there. Then tap on the layer to be back. Click on File. Click on Open and Place. Click on File. Locate where you have your design that we make now. Is inside the Pixellab folder, and this is it. I will tap on it and bring it to this particular layer. Now it's already placed on the layer. That's why, remember, I click Open and Place. So I instruct the website to open my folder and place this particular design. It has been placed. I will now go back, instruct it to save it to Smart Object, because the folder, the PSD file I was using is in Smart Object. And when it can turn into Smart Object, it will convert my design into that 3D, because I've hide the design on top of it. So now Smart Object updated. It means I've already removed what was there before and replace it with my own. That's why it was updated. Now I will tap on this 3D so that when it done running the process underground, after the buffer has already releasing the result, it will display the result in 3D format, not in this kind format again, since the design on it has been hidden. So now let's wait. It will take a little seconds before it can transform into 3D. There's no any magic there. If you don't get the application, you need to learn and understand the concept. And if you get it, you need to work harder to know what is hidden there. The more you're familiar with it, the more you learn, the more you know. Don't just be assuming and be stressing yourself unnecessarily. The problem people normally have is this PSD file of a thing. Get the right PSD file, know the right PSD file. It's not about jumping into one channel and another and getting a PSD file. There are some things that you need to check whenever you want to download any PSD file. And better still, you can get a PSD file at a token price from other designers as well, just for them to buy card and share it for you to you, and you can be able to use it instead of waiting the MB and waiting your time for it. So now you can see the result is already displayed. You see? So now look at the result. Everything is not neat because of that red touches. How can I edit it and make it red? I'm going to teach you the two ways. The first way is how to make this one, the color to be blend. Click on this. When you tap on it, on the layer, that is what I click, you'd see instructions. Tap the downward arrow, drop down arrow there. Then you see available options under the instruction. Hide the first icon. You see, after I hide the what's happened, everything was clean, everything. Then when you see it that way, what you need to do is click on the file and click on export as PNG for better color resolution. Then you see save. Download will pop up at the end of the day, or it will save automatically. You see download pop up, you say download. Then after downloading, we can see our result here. Look at our results. See the result. Then you see it. Sorry. You see the result. Look at the result. Now let's go back and retain the main color. Tap on the layer again. Then you see the second one. You know we've hide the first one. The second one, there is a drop down arrow in front of EFF effect. Click on it. This person is disturbing me. Sorry. You see this one. The next thing you will do is that click on the arrow, then you scroll down. So you see the inner shadow. Sorry. You see the inner shadow. You see what was there after I open it. The gradient overlay, hide it. It will take a second before it will be hidden. When you tap it, it will do as if it's not responding. You see, it has responded. You see what was there. Then the color change. It will retain the color. Then you now click on export as PNG. You save it, so then we view it. This can just be done on your phone, depend on how you don't assume, you learn. You can see the results. So between the two, which one is actually okay? So you see the two, you see it, very simple. Thanks for watching. God bless.